going on, everybody? It's QBZ bringing you a quick video to show you the steps needed to get the no time to explain exotic pulse rifle that you really want to have. First, you need to make sure you have actually completed the Paradox mission, and you want to get all 3 of the ghosts that are found in there and defeat the taken Minotaur to be able to get the ghost to turn into Lakshmi. After you do that, a quest should pop up, and you will basically have to get 1000 faction rep with the future war cult. And basically I just did this by turning in Motes of Light to get a quick 1k. And then after you get all 1000 of those faction rep points, a next step in the process is to go to Venus or anywhere you can find a Vex Minotaur, and you need it to drop an item for you. I just went to Venus and did a patrol. It was super easy. It only took me about 3 minutes. It's usually an area where a couple of missions take you. It even dropped for me on a taken Minotaur, so that doesn't seem to be much of an issue depending on it needs to be a regular enemy or a taken enemy. But just go to Venus, run the patrol, and it was just bim bam boom. You get the simulation core, and then once you get that simulation core, you will actually need to dismantle it. This quest is pretty lengthy. It took me a couple of hours to do it. The worst part was actually finding a group of people to do it with. But after you destroy the simulation core, you need to return back to Lakshmi 2 at the tower. This is a recurring theme if you have not picked up on that yet. So once you return to her, you'll actually go to the next step in the quest. The next step in the quest is to actually find a raid team and go and kill Atheon at the Vault of Glass. Now, it took me a while. It took me about 30 minutes to actually find the raid group, and then there was a couple of people who have yet to run the raid in there, surprisingly, even though they've been playing since year 1. And basically, Sleeper Simulant wrecks Atheon, and it was pretty easy. And you just need to run it on normal mode. You don't have to run it on hard mode at all. So just find you a good raid team. Just go ahead and just knock it out. It is not very difficult at all. I had a blast running it with these people. It took us a little less than an hour, and we even had a checkpoint at the oracles. But for the most part, just make sure that you just make it easy on yourself. You don't try to solo it. Don't try to run without anybody else, and make it supple totes easy. Now, once you've actually gotten the eye from Atheon, you'll want to actually dismantle that, and that will force you to go continue with the quest. And then you'll actually, guess what? You'll return to Lakshmi. So once you get done returning that to Lakshmi, you'll return to the Crucible map of Twilight Gap. This is a little different. You'll need to stay in the pools of light as you transition to try to find a chest to open. Spoiler alert, the chest is usually located in the direction of wherever the C objective is in Domination. And what is that, Domination? Yeah, whatever the Crucible play mode is, it's usually at the C location. I found it really easy. I only ran this mission in like 15 seconds. It was pretty simple. And once you actually get that, you actually go back to Lakshmi again. It's getting quite annoying. But you don't dismantle this one. You don't even have it in your inventory. But you just return to Lakshmi and you turn that in, and then you'll have one more step to get your no time to explain. Basically, you will end up going back to the Black Garden, and you will be taking on a hella ton of ads, and especially a crap ton of Minotaurs, and it can be quite painful. And I don't actually recommend soloing this at all. You will die a lot. You will die quite a bit. You need to keep the anger by killing ads above 100% to actually do significant damage to the gatekeeper. This is where your Super Stimulant comes in, because it does hella damage to this guy. I would recommend at least one person has this, and the other 2 can work on ad control, or 2 people work on the boss and 1 person does ad control. It's really not that difficult. You just make sure you have a void weapon to use. It's pretty sweet. I really enjoyed this part. It was difficult, but it was nice that it wasn't punishing by making it a respawn restricted area. So once you finish that, you go back to Lakshmi one last time, and you'll actually get the no time to explain. This gun is very, very awesome. I believe this gun will be used a lot in PvP in the near future. It has a great rate of fire. It's essentially the Stranger's rifle, but just in an exotic version of it that is much better. Precision hits return rounds directly to the magazine, which is absolutely amazing. I recommend that if you can go get this gun, go get it now. And I definitely recommend this if you're going to use it for PvP, because it's absolutely awesome. Well guys, it's been QBearQBeezy. Let me know if this guide helped you down in the comment section below. Appreciate you watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time with another Destiny video. Bye.